Hi, I'm Ray, and this channel is all about growing your own fruit and vegetables along with some flowers. But today I'm up in Surrey and I've not been on my allotment plot since March, and I've forgotten the combination code, so I have to walk up the long path to the allotments because I can't drive up it. But today, if you're a long time subscriber, you would know that I had an allotment up in Surrey as I worked up here most days, and I would drive up from Dorset and do my allotment in my spare time. But since lockdown we've not been around and we've not been up here, so things have slightly changed and we're not sure whether it's going to continue up here. So now it's October, it's time for the renewals, and we're supposed to have renewed it 1st of October, and now we're on the 21st. It's time that we came to the plot and we're going to make a decision on what we're doing to renew, and hopefully things get better, or we're going to quit and call it a day. So let's go and have a look, see what the state of the plot is, see what it's like, see what I've got there, and we'll go from there. So still a little way to go yet, so we'll keep you informed. So after walking half a mile up towards the plot, I've just seen the chairman go out and he's just given me the number for the gate. Well, I'm here now, it's a bit late. Anyway, I've just explained to him the situation. I'm just going to check out the plot, see what the decision is, and then we go from there. But they've been very kind, let me keep it on, and they're still willing to let me keep it on if the situation's changed. Well, anyway, I'm just going to go into the gate and we'll have a look at what the plot's doing and how much of a mess it is. Let's have a look. Well, it's interesting to see what people have done, and this is really interesting. Behind this framework with this gourd all hung up, that is really, really good. I really like that idea. Really, really like that idea. When I last come here in March, all these plots were just bare soil, but now there's so much colour. So let's have a look at mine. So here we are. This is my plot, 38A, and although it's a bit weedy, it's a bit better than what I expected, to be honest. I did cut the grass about a month ago. So that's my old shed. It's a bit of an old rickety one. So let's have a look along the old currant bush. That's been really good. And the rhubarb. Rhubarb is growing well. So that's looking good still. And this is some of the strawberries we brought up from Dorset. I took hold of my tank. We put down a bit of membrane just to try and cover some of it. But this is it. I gave this section to my neighbour to put on a new greenhouse, and So far, we've not seen anything else on her. So, what do we do? What do we do? One new addition to my neighbour is this chicken coop, and that wasn't there when I last came. And we've got some really tall sweet corns behind. So there's probably still a few potatoes in there somewhere, as we can see. The potatoes are resprouted. There's probably a few in there, and these are the poppy heads from the poppies. So we might take some of these seed heads home. Right, we'll shake these, look. All the poppies come out, all the seeds. So I might take some of those home, and we can have a reminder at home. Little swan going overhead. I always said that I wanted my allotment in rows, and this allotment behind is a pure example, and it's so neat and tidy. That's how I want mine to look. Every time I visit, I always love to see the dahlias. Look at these lovely colours. Amazing. Always love to see these. So this was my OBC tank I had next to my shed, and the committee asked if we could use it for communal water supply, so I let them have that. So that's been coming into good use. You can see it's fairly full, so that's good. Some lovely colours on these. So one thing I will miss is having a walk round, and I always like to have a nose. I'm a right old nosy soul, and I love to get the great ideas of people and what they've done. And I'm always having a walk around the path, around the whole outside, to see what people are up to. And there's such some great ideas. And seeing as I was here back in March, a lot of change. And I saw this polytunnel frame thing being erected for squashes, and now we can see the squashes have been and gone, and that was such a great idea. I so love that idea. This petting shed was one of the first plots I was offered, and although it had a nice shed, the allotment was not so good itself. But they've done well, got it all together. So I've just come to see if there's anyone here I know. There's not actually anybody here today at all. So I'll have a quick walk round, see what else is going on, and then go back to my plot and make my decision. So last time I came, this plot was a pile of brambles, 8 foot tall. So they've done really well to get this covered. And look at all those pallet collars. Well done. Here's another example of the polytunnel. all the holes. This one's only been here, well, not even a year. So I've just spent around half an hour chatting to some of the locals, and I find it tough to make my decision for what to do. So this is my pond, and we had all our nice flowers around the edge. So whatever we do, we're going to have a look in the shed and see what I've got in here, which isn't much. Even the shed's buckled. So, not a great deal in here. So, let's have a look. I think I've gathered a few bits. So I've got a fairly good spade, I've got a lawnmower, and I've got my boots. So I think, really in fairness, I should really give this up and let somebody else have the opportunity to grow something here. Such a shame, everybody's so friendly and they've welcomed me so much, but it's so hard. Just enjoy walking around looking at other plots. So many great ideas. I must take them back to my Dorset plot. But I think this would be the end now. So we shall leave it here. We'll take my mower, my spade and my boots, and we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and ring that bell. Get notifications when I post some more videos. And we'll go back to Dorset and we'll drop off our stuff there and see what's going on. So, thank you very much. Cheers. So what did I decide to do? I cut the grass and I've trimmed the edges, and I'm going to go home, and after talking to some very nice people on the site who understand, I'm going to carry it on.